Right, it's a quick run through of how to use the Wimbledon scheduler. You'll find it in your S drive, and it's in Microsoft Access. If you're using a PC, you'll just be able to launch it. If you're using a Mac, you'll have to get remote access from IT services to enable you to connect to this. We need to enter the password, which is once in, you'll see this screen, which allows you to navigate the database in a variety of different ways. You'll see that it always goes to the current date. I'm doing this on the 5th of October. The next button is to go to today's records. The next field is if you want to put in a specific date and go to that specific date. The next one is if you want to look at a particular subject area, such as these listed here. Alternatively, if you want to look at a particular person's records, you can select their name off the list here. Or if you want to look at a particular room, you can select it from here and press the button and it will take you to that area. However, for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to go to today's records. So I press the button and we come back to a fairly busy screen, I must admit, which summarises the current day. So again, it's gone to the 5th of October, and you can see all of these bookings down here for these various spaces are all the summary of what's happening on the 5th of October. This section gives you an overview of what's available, which is in green, what's booked, which is in blue, and in the case of this red section, that's a double booking, which we need to do something about. This top half of the screen, as I say, is a summary area, and you can't edit it directly. When you come to put in a new booking, it's this lower half of the screen with the individual bookings which you need to work on. You may need to scroll down the screen somewhat in order to get to a blank record. A blank record is indicated by this asterisk, which you can see in the side here. Now, to put a new record in, having previously looked at your summary and identified a suitable space, we can see there's a space here between 3 and 5 p.m. And that's in the lecture theatre. So if we go down to our new record, we can select the date either from the date picker. You can type it in if you prefer. Then you select your start time, and it was available from 3. The default is 1 2-hour slot, so that gives you from 3 till 5. However, you could select a different number of 2-hour slots from this drop down here, but I'll leave it at 1. Next thing is to put in the room that you want from the list, and it's the lecture theatre. The next field is to select your name from the list. We also need to select a subject area, so I'll just put it down to administration for now. Now, the important thing is you can see that it's showing that slot on the timeline. If we go up back to the summary area, if you click this button which says refresh to check for double bookings, that's most important, and it'll redraw the screen, and you'll see that now it has slotted in our 2-hour booking in the lecture theatre. It's not created a double booking, because if it had, it would have gone red, but as it hasn't, that's a fine booking to make. So now, very importantly, we need to go back to the booking down here, which, as you can see, is in blue blobs. All the other bookings are in purple, but the reason this one's in blue is because it hasn't yet been locked, and to lock it we need to put some text in that field below the timeline. So if I just put in test booking which is fine. You can go back to this end to click on the pencil icon to put that record in. Now the next time that this page is loaded, either by yourself or anyone else, so if we just go to the next day by using the navigation buttons at the top, and I'll go back by using the previous day, you'll be able to see that the test event, which is here, I cannot now change that. It just won't allow me to change any of the fields. So that is what's called a locked booking, which gives you confidence that no one else can come along and delete your booking or change it. Obviously, if you do need to change it, you'll have to drop me a line and I'll take it out for you or amend it. But please get in the habit of refreshing to check for double bookings. This is most important before you lock the record by entering text into the field below your booking timeline. In terms of navigation, we've already shown you that there are buttons for next day, next week. You can always go to whatever the current day is, the previous day, previous week, and opening layout will take you back to the opening screen. Now, just to show you one of these other features, we've got lecture theatre selected. Let's select the gallery and click the button, and this should show us in a similar layout all of the bookings for the gallery space, but as you'll see, these have all got different dates because obviously they span the calendar, but they all have the same space selected. So this is a way of looking at the database by a different dimension other than from a day-by-day dimension. So that's really all there is to it. I hope you get on well with the database, and I look forward to receiving your feedback. Okay, thanks, bye.